Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is David here from jailbreaky.com. Today I'm going to show you guys some awesome new features found in iOS 9 and WatchOS 2.0. Alright guys, let's go ahead and get started. Let's start with iOS 9. So first up, in addition to having a new wallpaper, there's also a new option of having a 6-digit passcode. This ups the security on your device and makes it harder for people to get into it because there are even more possible number combinations. If you swipe right, Spotlight will come up. Although this has the iOS 7 and iOS 8 style, it pops up much like the old Spotlight did back on iOS 6. There are new search results, and there's also a dictation button next to the search bar that wasn't there previously. You can also access the Spotlight like you could on iOS 7 and on iOS 8 by just swiping down. Though this seemed like a good idea back then, now that Apple added back the ability to swipe right, I just don't really understand why this is still a thing in iOS 9. And when you do it, this brings up even less features than when you swipe right. I mean, come on, Apple. My thinking is by the time iOS 9 is officially released to the public, this will not exist anymore. Apple has got to kill one or the other, and it would just make sense to kill this. Now we have yet another application that we can't delete. Find My Friends. Apple has yet again decided that we need another stock app that we can't delete. And I mean it. There is no way to delete this. Yay! I guess we should applaud Apple though, because they finally understood that no one wanted Nightstand, so they removed it and it is now nowhere to be seen. They also renamed Passbook to Wallet to spite Google for changing their payment system from Google Wallet to Android Pay. They did also add a few more features to Wallet, including now letting users use Apple Pay to add rewards cards and store credit cards like Kohl's Charge or Dunkin' Donuts DD Perks and more. Siri got a lot smarter. Siri is also redesigned as well. Now, if you press and hold the home button to bring up Siri, you will feel a small vibration. Hello, Siri.
Hi.
Do you like your new redesign?
I'd rather not say, David.
Do you like iOS 9?
I'm pretty loyal to Apple, David. It's just how I'm made.
You're pretty smart, Siri.
Really?
Yep.
That's what I figured.
Notes got a big redesign as well. If we go into the Notes app and we actually go ahead and create a new note, you guys can see I'm actually able to draw on a note. So I'm going to say, hi, YouTube. So let's go ahead and put that. And you guys can see here, yeah, so this is, they definitely made it a little bit more productive, for people that might not want to, type everything. They might want to highlight or underline some notes. You can do that because there's markers and stuff, and you can also have a ruler there, which is really nice as well, so you can see different measurements and stuff if you wanted to. You can also change the colors. It's really nice. I like that feature a lot. I like the fact that Apple is trying to make their Notes app a little bit more useful. I think that that's a step in the right direction. So also I'm going to go in and create a new note, and I'm going to just type in let's see, I'll type in hello YouTube. So let's go ahead and do that. Hello YouTube. And I'm going to purposely spell some words wrong so I can demonstrate some stuff. This is and I guess we could try to spell test wrong, although it may autocorrect it. Okay, it autocorrected to yes. Okay, so this is a yes. Let's see. I am testing this new, I'm testing this out. Okay, so if we actually place two fingers on the keyboard at the same time, you guys can see that it actually turns blank, and now we are actually able to move the cursor around. Gives us a little bit of a touchpad. It's a really, really cool feature. Now, on stage, it sounded like this was going to be an iPad exclusive, as with side-by-side multitasking and picture-in-picture videos. But a lot of people have since tried this out, and this does work on iPhone. So hopefully this will be in the final version of iOS 9, because this is really, really cool, and this is probably one of my favorite features thus far. So this is really, really cool, and if we wanted to correct the yes, I can correct it to test. So I could say, hello YouTube, this is a test, I'm testing this out, instead of hello YouTube, this is a yes, I am testing this out. That doesn't really make that much sense. But now, hello YouTube, this is a test, I am testing this out. Now that makes a bit more sense. There is also a brand new low power mode. So to turn this on, we can go into settings, and then there is a brand new battery option, as you guys can see. And right over here, you guys should see it says low power mode. So if we actually go ahead and turn that on, what that's going to do is it's going to reduce the performance of networking activity to extend battery life. When this is on, mail fetch, background app refresh, motion effects, and animated wallpapers are disabled. So you guys can see we have it enabled now, and you guys can see right at the top it gives off a little greenish hue. That way we can actually see that it's on. So it is really, really cool. Now I found that this is something that does not actually work right now. So as of right now, this doesn't really work, but I am hoping by the time iOS 9 gets released officially to the public that they actually do go ahead and make this work like it's supposed to. And a feature that Apple totally didn't rip off from the jailbreak community, search settings by Ryan Petrich. Sorry, I had something caught in my throat. But you know what, Apple? For this, I'm going to have to commend you, because you did steal something that was really nice. So if I search for Twitter, you guys can see that it pops up with the sound, with the tweeting from the sound, or I can go into the Twitter settings for the settings preference pane. Or if I wanted to just search for software update instead of going through, general about software update, there you go. It brings me here and it says iOS 9.0, your software is up to date. So yeah, I have to say, if you were going to steal something, Apple, I'm glad that you stole this. This is what we've been waiting for. If we double press on the home button, you guys can see that we have a brand new redesigned switcher. So if you double tap, you can kill all of your apps just as normal, but it gives off this nice little time machine effect that was not in iOS 7 or iOS 8. And when you swipe up, it pretty much works the same way. The cards look a little bit more rounded, and they look just a little bit more redefined. Now let's move on to WatchOS 2.0. So now on to WatchOS 2.0. Here is my Apple Watch. Of course, it is running WatchOS 2.0. And here is the New York time-lapse watch face. So we can actually go in and change what time-lapse watch face we have. So we can go ahead and force touch, and you guys can see it says customize. So you're going to go ahead and tap that, and it's on the time-lapse watch face. And now I was on New York, like I said, but if we scroll using the digital crown, we could see that it's Hong Kong, London, Shanghai, and then that's it for that. But if I scroll all the way up, we get, I'm pretty sure it's Mac Lake. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah, we're gonna, I like London just because I like the Big Ben and I like seeing all that. It looks pretty cool. So we're going to do that. And yeah, so there is the there's the watch face, and hopefully it's gonna go faster, so that way it blends in with the camera, and there you go. So it's time lapse now, and it just turned from day to night, and I'm glad it turned to night. That way it actually adjusted onto our thing. So we can actually go ahead and create a single photo, but I'll show you how to do that in a second. So what we want to do now is we actually want to go ahead and scroll over to where it just says new. So I'm going to go ahead and force touch again and go to where it says new right there. So we're going to go ahead and tap on new, and next we're going to scroll using our digital crown until we find where it says photo album. So there it is. And now every time I wake up my Apple Watch, you're going to see that it is going to change with these. So like we can pick a specific photo album, but I don't have a specific photo album to pick. So any photo that's on my device will actually display on screen. So you guys can see with every time I sleep and wake the device, it changes. You guys can see it's doing that. So this is really, really cool. I like this. Shout out to my friend Justin, whose picture that was. But yeah, so there's just a bunch of random pictures, and you can keep doing that. But that is actually how to do that. So we're going to go ahead and just, we can go ahead and just press delete, but I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this now. So we're going to go ahead and press the side button. So go ahead and do that. And next, I think I'm going to, well, Andy's kind of busy. I think I'll contact Jarek. Why not? Because he's getting his Apple Watch right now, so hopefully he gets it. So we're going to tap on Jarek's contact, tap on digital touch, and I'm going to show you guys now you can actually go ahead and add different colors to a digital touch message. So before you were only able to have one color on the screen on a digital touch at a time. And if you actually picked a different color, the color that was previously there, if you drew on it, if you drew with yellow and you picked the blue, then the yellow would disappear and the blue would come up on screen as you were doing it. But now with WatchOS 2, you actually can go ahead and do this. So you can have more than one color on screen at the same time, which is really, really cool. I do wish I had gotten the bigger Apple Watch, because obviously the model that I got is kind of hard to do these digital touch messages with, because there's just not a lot of screen real estate to be able to do that. But, you can do whatever you want with your liking. But as you guys can see, it's kind of cool because you can mix and match colors, and it just looks, if you're scribbling on the screen, it just looks really, really cool. So that is that feature, and that is brand new to WatchOS. So next, we're going to actually just make a single photo watch face. So in order to do this, we're going to have to launch the Photos application on our Apple Watch, and all of the photos will actually correspond with the photos on your iPhone. So we're going to just pick a random picture, and here's a screenshot of the time to stand notification that I got on my Apple Watch. So we're going to go ahead and force touch on this picture, and next we're going to go ahead and press Create Watch Face. What this is going to do, of course, is this is going to go ahead and convert this to a watch face. So in order to actually customize this further, we can force touch on the watch face, go ahead and press customize. Now we can zoom out with the digital crown and actually pick a legitimate picture. Now, in order for this to work, at least on WatchOS 2 Beta 1, I actually needed to, select a screenshot or something that didn't have an actual face, like my face or anyone else's face in it. For some reason, it crashed for me if I did it, but if I actually used it this way, as you guys can see, it works just fine, and it lets me go ahead and do that. But from the start, if I actually try to, go to the Photos application and force touch on a picture of myself or anyone else and then press Create Watch Face, it does not work. So here, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. So we're going to select that and press the side button. And as you guys can see, there you go. There is the iOS 9 background on WatchOS 2. Siri on the Apple Watch is now a lot more responsive and has a similar redesign to that of any iOS 9 device. So we actually go ahead and press and hold the digital crown. I'm not going to go ahead and, turn on the sound just because we don't need the sound, and I'm running low on time because I don't want to make this video too long. But yeah, so Siri is now redesigned. Up next, we have time travel. Well, not exactly the time travel you're thinking of. It's Apple's version, and you can go forwards and backwards in time. No, it's not actually time travel, like I said, and you can't hop in a DeLorean or a TARDIS and go back to the past or go to the future. All this does is show you, events forwards and backwards in time that you have coming up, or, the past on your calendar, and it shows you the date, and it also shows you the temperature and, the moon phase, the complications that you had on your watch. Apple also announced that custom complications along with native apps will be making their way to WatchOS in this version. Of course, this is more of a developer-oriented thing, and since it hasn't been released yet to the public, there really isn't a way for me to demonstrate it on video. And finally, last but not least, if we go into settings, we can turn on Nightstand Mode. So we're going to go into settings, general, and then after we're in general, scroll all the way down using our digital crown until we find Nightstand Mode. So here it is. So it says you can use Apple Watch as a nightstand clock when it's charging on its side. In Nightstand Mode, the time is displayed horizontally and the screen gently brightens in the minutes leading up to an alarm set on your Apple Watch. So, for me, I actually don't use a alarm on my Apple Watch, and I don't even use an alarm period on my iPhone. Now we're going to go ahead and show you guys. So here is my Apple Watch on screen. So I took it off of my wrist, and here is the Apple Watch's inductive charger. So we're going to go ahead and plug this into the back of the Apple Watch and show you guys what Nightstand Mode looks like. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. And as you guys can see, we're going to turn it on its side, and now it will start displaying the battery percentage that the Apple Watch is at, the current time, and the date as well. So it is, my Apple Watch is on 56%. It is 4:59, and it is Saturday the 13th. So as you guys can see, we really can't interact with the Apple Watch while it's in this nightstand mode, and you can't even, do anything with the Apple Watch itself. Both the digital crown and the side button do not really even do anything when it's in this mode. So that's also something to note. So I haven't tested this with an alarm, but I did test this, going to bed, and I woke up and the screen was like dim. So I don't know exactly how long it takes to dim, but yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. I also wanted to apologize. I wanted to make sure that I'm not actually, angering you guys or doing anything bad, because in the beginning of the video, I did kind of display a lot of hatred towards Apple, but, this is kind of like an Apple-related channel, so don't worry, I don't hate Apple. I love Apple. I have pretty much all their products, and I'm an Apple enthusiast. It's just the fact that, when I get something that doesn't work correctly and, they advertise it's supposed to work correctly and it doesn't, that's when I get mad. But of course, it's in beta, so that's why I'm critiquing it now, because it's not actually out. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That's it for this video. I worked really hard on this, so please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And also, follow me on Twitter to get notified about when I upload a new video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Catch you in the next one. This is David, signing out. Peace. Thank you.